Everything changed but the motivation. City to city, the same song who on the station. Controlling the interest. Look how these kids dress. You cashing them big checks. I'm not, but I've been blessed. No more of them chin checks. They pulling fast. Ain't no more of them chin checks. They pulling.
Whoa, what's good, y'all? Welcome to the party, All Purpose Podcast. We are in the building. I was a couple minutes tardy. I was a couple minutes tardy, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I figured I was gonna be waiting on the guys anyway, so here we are. Monday Night Live number 51. Man, it is a pleasure to be in here with y'all. Of course, it's been an interesting sports week. Very interesting since the last time we were here, so we'll definitely be getting into all of that. We'll be talking a little WNBA action. We'll be talking some NFL action. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Phantom has some WrestlePalooza updates he wants to share. So that is definitely something I'm looking forward to. Being that I'm not a big wrestling guy, it definitely helps me to hear those conversations being had by people who know what they're talking about. Let me see something. I'm actually lining up a lot of stuff right now. That I think the biggest thing that surprises me about all of this is just the response of the community, the response of the people. You know what I'm saying? They like what we're doing. It makes me happy. They like what we're doing. And it also gives me, motivation. It definitely gives motivation to know that people are paying attention. So, with that said, let me see who just pulled up. I guarantee you, I know who that is. I was absolutely right. Phantom, what's good, my brother? How you living?
What's happening? What's happening? What's going on with the video?
Trying to make it do what it do, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make it do what it do. Uh-oh. 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 I think we might have a full house already. Yes, we do. Evan All Mightee. What's good, my brother?
What's good?
Oh, man, chilling, man. Green, what's going on over there, brother? Oh, man, just chilling, man. Well, now that everybody's here, I can go ahead and do the intro. Welcome to All Purpose Podcast. You know me, man. Seven Da Pantha, a.k.a. the Carolina Hurricane, Ridiculous Slang, a.k.a. your baby mama's favorite rapper, a.k.a. Pie Strickland, if you're getting the point. As a matter of fact, I'm about to copy a gang of Rod Strickland jerseys just to wear them on here. But anyway,
I like it.
But anyway, you already know I got the fan with me, of course. Phantom, what's good, brother? How you living, man? I'm pretty sure you're in a good mood after yesterday. So,
Wait a minute. Pause this whole conversation. All three of us here right now, man, if you don't play the damn intro music and quit playing.
I already did.
Play it again, goddamn.
But you know what?
We all here.
Because the squad here, I'm about to say, because the squad here, we gonna do it again.
Everything changed but the motivation. City to city, the same song who on the station. Controlling the interest. Look how these kids dress. You cashing them big checks. I'm not, but I've been blessed. No more of them chin checks. They pulling fast. Ain't no more of them chin checks. They pulling.
Yeah, man, that always set the tone, man. Man, salute the Ilpo, man. Salute the W energy. Go get that W energy in your life. Make sure you use Cold Panther Politics to save that 10% off your order, man. Oh shit, Evan All Mightee, what's good with you, man? You good?
Everything is great, man. How y'all living?
Maintaining, man. Trying to anyway. Bro. I'm sitting over here, messing around with a couple of things I'm gonna use for graphics for some stuff. So, but while I'm doing that, I say what?
Graphics. What you got going over?
I was gonna say while I'm doing that though, I know that Phantom had mentioned something about WrestlePalooza. I had no idea what the hell that was. So, what's that? Brother, if you're so inclined to do so, please fill us in more about this WrestlePalooza.
All right, well, so this is WWE's first live PLE pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it, with ESPN. So this is the first one. Pause that. We're now at 21-21. Detroit just scored. Now, all right.
Yes.
So
This is
this
a good
was,
game so far.
yes, sir. This was their first one on ESPN. Few worries about it. You know, pay scale. You know how they gonna pay or whatever. But from a wrestling standpoint, not bad. Indiana shows out. Indianapolis, Indiana, they show out.
Yes.
I know everybody was a little bit upset about the Brock Lesnar John Cena basically getting squashed. That was people have been talking about that part. The best match to me was Io Sky and Stephanie McCure. She's been on the damn rocket up her ass ever since she's been in the main roster, so keep an eye on her. Yeah, brother, that's coming. I mean, I said it before. I said it before it even started. I said this is the decision they're gonna make. Go ahead and put the rocket on the back and let it go. You had that.
Yeah. This shit.
Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre. Ooh, excuse me. Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre.
Is this Cody Rhodes person related to Dusty Rhodes?
That's his daddy.
It's his daddy.
Okay, I had no idea this whole time. I just was like, Cody Rhodes, who's that? Yeah, it just sounds familiar.
No,
so yeah, let me.
that's his baby boy. You know Goldust, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
That's his oldest boy.
Oh, Goldust is fucking Dusty kid too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
his oldest son.
That's his oldest son.
How the fuck I didn't know that?
I'm trying to figure that out my damn self. I'm like, how the hell you not know that one?
Bro, the last time I watched wrestling, I told you. Last time I watched wrestling, the Road Warriors was the thing. So like, like it was a major thing. So it was like, yeah, I ain't fucking around with wrestling in a really long time.
That match, I didn't know how
I got more
go.
into boxing and shit like that. So
that match, I didn't know how it was to go because of this impending Street Fighter movie that's coming out. So there is a Street Fighter movie coming out. Cody Rhodes is playing Guile. So you never know how that gets booked. And Roman Reigns is playing Akuma, which I'm not happy about, but I'll leave that where it is. People who know me know I'm not, but okay. Yes, I said Roman Reigns is Akuma. Usos got together.
Oh man, I can dig it.
So all in all, it was a good card. You know, AJ Lee and CM Punk, his wife, intergender tag team. Not bad. She didn't look bad for being out 10 years. Really only doing like movie spots and stuff like that. She wasn't too bad. Credit to Becky Lynch, how Becky Lynch did what she did to help her getting her over or whatever. But all in all, wasn't a bad show. Wasn't nothing no real surprises. I will say this though. My only thing is this. Randy Orton is lurking, and y'all mark my words. The old angry evil viper is lurking. Just don't know when he's gonna pop up. That's the only thing I got. Don't know when he's gonna pop up.
He said the old angry evil viper. That's fake. That's crazy. Oh man. Well, I want to I appreciate you bringing that to it because like somebody actually asked me the other day. They was like, man, y'all talk about sports. Y'all talk about this and this and this. And I was like, yeah. I was like, we even got, you know what I'm saying, wrestling sometimes, like, but we get ready to just give wrestling its own platform. You know what I'm saying? So he was excited about that. So I think that he actually, a lot of times he working while we're doing Monday Night Live. So he ends up watching it Tuesday morning when he gets off of work early in the morning because he works, he gets off at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So he's like, yeah, I just watch it when I get home. And I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. Because he's like, I can't really hear it when it's going on. So I was like, yeah, I love that shit, man. So I appreciate it. I also want to say, Skylar Diggins, I appreciate you. I know your season is over now, and it's okay. Don't worry. It's all love. You still have a fan in Seven Da Pantha. Okay. But with that said, the Las Vegas Aces did send them home. However, the Las Vegas Aces also lost their first game against the Indiana Fever. 89-73. Kelsey Mitchell is a problem. She scored 34 points. Odyssey Sims had 17. Natasha Howard had 12 more. and she had 11 boards to go with that. Las Vegas has been a team that has been on a massive tear since like the last. I think they won like the last 16 or 17 games in a row. And then they made short work of Seattle in the first round, which was kind of expected. But Indiana's defense was the difference in this ball game. Indiana shot 50% from the field and 94.1% from the free throw line. They absolutely overwhelmed Las Vegas. Las Vegas didn't shoot very well. Surprisingly enough, Las Vegas got out rebounded. That's highly irregular for them. Of course, Asia does Asian things. She had a very bad game though. Jackie Young actually was the leading scorer for the Aces at 19 points. She was 9 of 16, only 1 of 5 from 3-point range, 7 boards. Asia did have 16 points, but it was on 6 of 22 shooting with 13 boards, 1 assist, and 4 blocks. There's a reason why she keeps being defensive player. Yeah, I don't get it twisted. Dana Evans came off the bench and gave him 14. And Chelsea Gray still she contributed a quiet 13, 5 of 12 shooting, 2 of 5 from 3-point range. Las Vegas lost its first game, but I however do not see a world where Indiana puts them out of the playoffs, especially when Las Vegas happens to have Ms. MVP team. I just got a feeling this is not going to go. The rest of this is not going to go quite the way Indiana wants it to go. Congratulations to A'ja Wilson for being the MVP once again. Geez, man. I don't know what else you can say. All of these other players y'all keep talking about, y'all keep trying to bring up this person and make this person the face of the league and this person the face of the league and that person the face of the league.
Hey, Bam Adebayo, not a bad choice, son.
Bruh.
Not a bad choice, son.
I seen somebody say when he came out to bring her trophy. Somebody said, "Man, they kid gonna be the next Wemby."
Not a bad choice, son.
That's easy. A'ja Wilson and Bam Adebayo, yeah, bro, I feel it. Next episode, matter of fact, I think next episode I'll have a rundown of all of the award winners for the season for the WNBA. But also, I wanted to salute A'ja in particular. Just because I felt like she was there was a long stretch of the season where it seems like Nafisa Collier was the runaway MVP. And A'ja Wilson said, "Wait, hold my sneakers. Watch this." It turned the whole thing around. Speaking of Fee, Minnesota did win their first round game against Phoenix.
They're gonna be a problem, dog.
Who that? Phoenix? Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota's very good.
Problem.
They are very good. Yeah, they are very. I mean, Kalia Cooper was the leading scorer. It wasn't even Fee. Kalia Cooper was the one that got busy. You know what I'm saying? She put up 22. Alyssa Thomas had 18. No. This is I'm talking Phoenix right now, but we're gonna get to there in a minute. One of the dopest things I don't think people realize is that when Phoenix picked up Bonner late in the year, you know what I'm saying? And it was kind of like an emergency pickup almost. And she had 9 boards in the game, which is crazy, especially when you talk about how much Minnesota actually dominated this ball game. Courtney Williams was the leading scorer for Minnesota at 23. She was 11 and 19 from the floor, but she had 8 boards, 7 dimes, 5 steals. Some of these statistics are crazy. As I was looking at them, I'm watching the game and I'm not remembering the stats as they're taking place, but I'm watching it. I'm like, yo, she's going crazy. So when I see the stat line at the end of the game, I'm like, yo, that makes perfect sense. Kayla McBride at 21 with 6 boards. Like, this board domination is crazy. Fee had 18 points and 9 boards. Minnesota shot 31% from 3-point range as a team. They held Phoenix to 13% from 3-point range. As many 3-pointers as these teams shoot, there's no way you win shooting 13%. It's just not gonna happen, especially not against a team like Minnesota. So, enough support, enough respect to all the ladies that's left in it. Until they get down to the last 2, I'm probably not going to be as invested. And if I needed to be Vegas and Minnesota, I needed to be that. That's what I want in the finals. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. If Indiana going to go to the finals, I need them to be fully loaded when they do, which means I want y'all poster child to be there. So when they lose, I don't want to hear no shit. That's all I can say. I don't want to hear no shit. Because think about something. If Indiana was to go to the championship this year and lose, without Caitlin Clark. What's the first thing they're gonna say? But they didn't have Caitlin. But they got all the way there without her. They got all the way there without her. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. I just be thinking these motherfuckers wild. But y'all watching the college football this weekend?
I didn't. I ain't get to catch nothing.
Glanced at it.
I watched a whole bunch of NFL.
Yeah.
Glanced at it. Archibald, we will now call you Archibald Manning because I didn't know that was his real name. Shit, I didn't look it up.
Oh,
I'll
wow.
do the Johnny
It's
Manziel. He's Archibald Manning until otherwise proven. He's Archibald Manning.
Yeah, facts.
Bryce Underwood, I ain't mad at you, brother. You a freshman. You show me flashes. You pulled the Nebraska game out, fuck it. So,
yeah,
can't be mad at you about that.
Yeah. No upsets this week, really. Everybody that was supposed to win did.
Oh, take it to the house. Take it to the house.
Everybody that was supposed to win did. I think the only game that I've seen in college that really, I think you just kind of touched on it was the I thought the Michigan game was way closer than it should have been. But other than that, it wasn't a lot. I mean, I didn't think East Texas A&M was going to give Florida State much of a fight, and they didn't. 77-3. Georgia did what they were supposed to do against Austin Peay. Beat Ohio State University, beat the wheels off of Grambling State 70-0. I mean, bruh, we whooped Oklahoma State 69-3.
At some point in time, man, we got to have a conversation. This shit's getting ridiculous. There's no fucking way in hell Grambling State should have been playing Ohio State.
Right. No.
There's just no way.
Well, Deion and Jackson State fucked this up. Deion and Jackson State fucked this up. They fucked it up royally.
Well, even if you want to go back in history, even if you take history in this, let's just take the old history before, we was young and before we got born. And that would be Eddie Robinson's Grambling State.
Mm-hmm.
And you legitimately thought like his Grambling State team was like, yeah, he got some ones over there. Because, he's produced enough Hall of Famers and NFL players, people like, he got some. But just because of the NIL and the portal and everything else, I'm like, man, y'all got to stop this shit, man. Like, no.
Yeah.
No. Hell
There's
no.
a marked difference in the. I'll put it this way. I went to a lot of D1 visits before I decided to go to Winston-Salem State. I went to like 7 more D1 visits after I had already decided I was going to Winston-Salem State. Because I was like, why not? You know what I'm saying? It's free. Why not? Let me go. The one thing that I noticed that stuck with me, even though I knew I had made my decision, the one thing that I noticed that stuck with me was the difference in, at the time, and we're talking, this is 1993 we're talking about. So the difference in facilities, the difference in how certain kids are treated when they come to the campus, you know what I'm saying? Even the caliber of kids that are being invited to the campus. Back then, a lot of the HBCUs wouldn't even invite some of these kids to come to the campus because they knew they didn't have a chance of reeling them in when you got other schools knocking on the door. Even when I went for my visit to Winston-Salem State, they told me, well, we know you went to Ohio State. We know you went to Florida. We ain't expecting you to come here, but we thank you for coming. And I was like, dog, y'all got it fucked up. I'm about to come right here. What are you talking about? I'm not going to play for them. I'm going to play for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I needed to see all of those things to take everything into consideration because I knew where my brain was, but I was like, I might miss something important. I might miss something important and might need to change my decision in order to better facilitate the future of my career if I'm going to continue to play football. So, I learned a lot through the process of being recruited. And I'm looking forward to having my guy Buddy come on to talk to some of his, you know what I'm saying? Because at our high school, it wasn't the most regular thing before our team kind of took over for college football scouts to be there. A lot of basketball, track, swimming, baseball, not so much for football, but we kind of started changing the culture there in regards to that. Speaking of changing cultures, can't really read that, can you? That's just really small. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna just redo these graphics with with my own twist on them so we can actually read them. But we're looking at the top 10 passers, runners, and receivers in college football right now. And the funny thing is, and you look at the top 10, a lot of them ain't from the places you would expect them to be. You would expect them to be from the big power schools, and they're not. But you know what? I'm gonna keep it at that. While I'm really glad we rolled through that really fast because I want to get to this NFL shit because the NFL is going absolutely bonkers right now. And I'm glad to see it in some ways, in other ways, not so much. First of all, I want to start this whole thing by saying, fuck you, Caleb Williams. I had to say,
what's
fuck you,
up?
Caleb Williams. Now,
What's up? Big bro, what's up? I'm on the pod with me. Boy, welcome.
what's going on, folks? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Good to see y'all. Welcome. Billy Still. Good to see y'all in the building, man. Good to have y'all here.
That's
Most
my
definitely.
aunt right there, boy.
Oh, that's what's good. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go back to my fuck you, Caleb Williams soliloquy here. Caleb and Ben, Caleb, Ben, all of y'all over there in Chicago. Why would you do the unthinkable in week 1 and make me believe that I can't trust you for the rest of the year?
I knew he was gonna do it.
To turn around and absolutely positively embarrass the Dallas Cowboys. And I picked the Cowboys despite how much I hate them because I told myself I will not trust Caleb Williams. I'm not saying I'm walking that back yet. Still too early. Not saying I'm walking it back yet. But they definitely did what they needed to do. And let me be clear about something. When people say numbers don't lie, they're wrong. Numbers do lie. They lie a lot. Numbers lie more than people sometimes. Case in point. Dak Prescott was literally 31 for 40 in that game. Most coaches will tell you they will take that from their starting quarterback. But he completed 31 passes for only 251 yards and only threw 1 touchdown versus 2 interceptions. I do want to salute Milton, who got to come in and throw a few balls around. He was 3 for 5, 41 yards. He did throw a pick, though. But, I think, he was pressing a little bit, trying to make something happen with his time. So I could salute that. This might be the first time in a really long time that I remember the Dallas Cowboys having a capable running game and not leaning on it. The kid Williams is good, yo. And he averaged almost 8 yards a carry Sunday. Why not keep feeding him? Then you got Miles Sanders behind him who averaged almost 5 yards a carry. What are y'all doing? I don't understand what's happening, yo.
Ev, I ain't gonna let him do it, Ev. I ain't gonna let him do it, Ev.
Let him keep
If
going.
you won't, no. I ain't gonna let him. I mean, I can't wait no more. No, I ain't gonna let him do it, Ev. I'm sorry.
What you mean?
I ain't gonna let him do it. I ain't gonna let you do it, bro.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna let you do it, bro.
I'm just telling the truth.
You have a hard time of just saying, "Hey, bro, good game. You played your ass off." No,
Ooh.
I'm not gonna let you do that shit. You're not. No, not today. Yeah, you're not gonna do it tonight. We can do it next week. We can do it the week after week. Whatever happens, I'm not gonna let you do that shit.
I mean, it was 298, but it went 300.
Okay, it's still 4 tubs. It's 4 tubs. It should have been more than that.
And
actually,
he had more incompletions than Dak did.
And
Dak threw considerably more passes than he did. Considerably more passes.
Who had 2 turnovers though?
That would be Dak. Yeah, that would be Dak.
Okay, I'm not gonna let you do this. Just give that man his credit. Hey, this is week to week. We can do.
Hey, Caleb, you had a good game this week. Congratulations. You had a good game this week. Congratulations. But I do have a question. As much as I enjoyed the Luther Burden III show, much as I enjoyed that, it was cool. If my name is DJ Moore, I have problems right now. Why do I have problems? Because if I'm DJ Moore, I'm officially going into Keyshawn Johnson mode. Throw me the damn ball. What are you doing? Throw me the ball. I don't know. They don't have a running game. Chicago, they don't have a running game at all.
Well, that's why they did. Well, that's why they did what they did, because they put DJ Moore in the backfield. They gave him shallow crosses. They gave him screens. So while all the hype is Roma Duzier, which, okay, fair enough, DJ Moore is just quietly just chugs along and just does what he does. He's more than capable. It just find a way to get the man the ball.
So what about? Okay, what is y'all's assessment of the Chicago Bears offensive line as things currently stand, from what you've seen so far?
It ain't terrible.
They're actually decent pass blockers. They're decent. They give
they're
him
not terrible.
time more often than not. Yeah, they give him time more often than not. There's a problem with that though. There's no reason that DeAndre Swift should have 13 carries for 33 yards.
Mm-mm.
That don't sound right.
This was a Ben Johnson. This is what this game turned into.
Mm-hmm.
It was Ben Johnson pulling to Detroit while in Chicago.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you saw the plays come that way. Conversely, Matt Eberflus, what in the blue hell were you doing when you knew everything about Caleb Williams to what he eats, how he sleeps, and how he shit? You knew everything. And you couldn't put a game plan together better than that.
Yes.
So
exactly.
It kind of went two ways because if you look some of the coverages they were playing, busted coverages, like you're the former head coach. You was there when they drafted this young man, and you don't have you don't know the tails. You know, I mean, the offense has changed. Okay, it's Ben Johnson's offense, no problem. Cool,
but it's the same players for the most part.
But it's still the quarterback that you know.
Yeah,
you couldn't put that together better than you did.
Chicago was 8 for 13 on third down. There's no way you win a game letting somebody convert that many third downs. Dallas was 3 for 11. 3 for 11 on third down. What the?
No.
Mm-mm.
All he did was he made you pay. Caleb Williams did exactly what he's supposed to do. He paid. I mean, there's some he missed throws, obviously. There are a couple he missed. But he made them pay enough to be like, all right, I'm gonna get it to you. I'm gonna get them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me ask y'all both this: considering your current quarterback room situation, and I'm only going to talk about the starters. Nobody behind the starter matters. Would you replace your current starter with Caleb Williams? Oh, Ev, I see the wheels turning.
I'll let Ev go because I know Ev. I got an idea what Ev about to say. So
I probably would. No, I probably would. If I had an opportunity, and as much as I like Jameis Winston, if I had an opportunity to have somebody like Caleb on my team, I'd put him on my team. And with and let him and Jackson Dart battle it out for number one in New York. From everything I've been seeing in the online sites that I follow as far as the Giants go, they say that Jackson Dart one of them, yo. Like they even the players say it. Like we ain't seen it yet because they scared to put him out there on the field and have him hurt. But they keep saying that he one of them ones.
According to Dabo, he evaluating everything at the quarterback position going forward. So
I mean, we like Russ, man. We like Russ, but the 50-50 balls that he's throwing up, you can't win with that. Like we can't win with that. He can throw for 500 yards a game, but the 50-50 balls, we can't do that. We ain't got no AJ Brown out there. Malik is great, but we ain't got no 7-foot tall receiver out there that can go, jump for those. That's not how we built. So, I think, we said, we estimated about week 5, week 6, we might see the Young Bulls. So, it might come down to a thing. What Russ got 1 or 2 years out of us. So it might come down to a thing. Yeah, if Caleb ain't, doing his thing over there, we might see another journeyman, man. First round draft pick journeyman. Because time gonna get short. Yeah, time gonna get short, bro. It can happen.
Okay. From a talent perspective, if you tell me him versus Bryce Young, talent wise, it's an argument for me. But it also brings me to the question I posed in the chat, and that's young quarterback play.
Yeah.
And when I go to young quarterback play, this week, every week does this, but this week shows you it run the gambit of you saw Caleb Williams one way. Yeah, I mean CD makes a
Absolutely.
difference,
Absolutely. Yes.
but it went from Caleb Williams did what he did, Michael Penix Jr. didn't
Laid an
do
egg.
much.
Laid an egg.
Bryce
He did.
Bryce did enough. CJ Stroud, now we're questioning him after 2 years. Baker Mayfield was #1 overall pick. We don't really question him like
I don't
that
really consider
anymore.
him a young quarterback anymore.
Well,
Okay,
he's
so
not,
I was about to say, okay, so when we talking young quarterbacks, what range are we talking? Are we talking 5 years or less?
5 years and
Is that where
down.
we at? That's where
yeah,
we
we
at?
can
5 or
go.
less?
We can
Yeah, I said 5
go.
and
We can
down.
go 5 or less. Yeah, yeah, we can go
Okay.
5 or less.
Okay.
It's just me
Okay.
thinking about it in just the sense of I'll ask you. Okay, well, let me reverse it back to you then. I'll do something reverse because I thought about it and you asked the question and it immediately made me think of the question. I was thinking about to myself today.
Okay.
Let's just say you put Caleb Williams with Andy Reid. Do you question it?
Do I question Caleb Williams if he's with Andy Reid?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes, because I had questions about Caleb Williams coming out of USC. So that's the difference. I already had questions about him. So like it didn't matter where he went, I was still gonna be like, let me see. I don't know.
But
I'm not
you
told.
have a trust in Andy Reid, correct?
I probably wouldn't have been as concerned with him being with Andy Reid as I was with him going to Chicago. Absolutely. You're right.
Okay, you put Caleb Williams in Minnesota with the current head coach.
Okay, KLC. Then I'm still concerned because of my concerns about Caleb Williams.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole thing. Like for me, it's always been that. It's always been a matter of how is it that this quarterback, if I see you play and I say, okay, boom, 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 I see this thing that I don't like about how you play. Or these things about what I don't like about how you play. And then you get to the NFL and you get yourself in a situation with somebody that's considered a quote unquote quarterback whisperer, whatever the case may be. Cool. But even with that doesn't, you linking up with that coach and that system doesn't take away the bad things I saw. Like when I see Caleb, like you said, he missed some throws. Like some of them throws he missed are the things I'm worried about, that I've been worried about since he was in college. I've seen him miss those throws 100 times already. And I'm like, yo, why do you keep doing that? The problem isn't that you do it, because everybody does it. Why do you keep doing it? That's the problem.
Like,
so I'm hoping that
expound on that, like, could you, if you look at, you said Kansas City. Okay, I'll just take Kansas City. If you watch their games from the 30-yard line down, you see how they score. There's a particular way that Kansas City scores from the 30-yard line down. A lot of it involves Travis Kelce and reads, knowing what to do in soft coverage, zone coverage, man coverage. He know what to do. You have to be accurate. You have to be accurate even when the play's busted and get the ball where it's supposed to go. Do you think Caleb Williams could do that even on the team with Andy Reid? I don't think he could do that.
It becomes this, though. Here's the thing. It becomes, okay, we doing the Kansas City example. You can uncoach the bad habits. Unfortunately, right. Caleb Williams is 4 offensive coordinators, 3 head coaches, and what now? 17 games, 20 games.
Yeah, been a lot of games.
That's the thing that you hope Ben Johnson gets out of him, can correct some of that in it.
And I think the only reason I say that is because if Caleb was Daniels, I think he could. If Williams was Daniels and Daniels went to Kansas City and he had to try to do what Pat's doing, I think he could do it. I don't think that Williams could do it. And both of them are young quarterbacks.
Say some crazy shit in a minute, but please proceed.
Williams has got his
crazy shit.
What did I say about him? What, about 2 weeks ago? We was laughing. I called him Dak Prescott light, bro. Like when he's on the field and I'm watching him play ball, he looked like Dak. And he can do what Dak do, strong arm. He can take off if you want to.
I'm about to say he got the jet. He got the takeoff that Dak used to have.
Dak used to run. People forget, before he hurt himself, Dak used to get gone. He looked like Dak to me on the field. And I don't want to cap anybody or put a ceiling on anybody, but that might be what we're looking at. And that's not just a bad quarterback. That's just is what it is. We may not
got a ceiling.
Yeah, when they go that high up in the draft, sometimes it just it don't turn into what a Cam Newton. You knew Cam was gonna be Cam from draft from as soon as he hit the stage.
But it's the number one overall pick thing that you're also throwing in there also though.
That sucks. It just sucks. You know how the pipeline is, man. They hype them up. It's somebody every year that they got to choose to be the man, and sometimes they don't pan out to be, how they hype them up to be. And I hate that, for them young boys sometimes, man.
Fact to it. That's real talk, man. That's what's crazy too. And I'm thinking now the more okay, so I was tripping and I was looking at what Chicago did, and a lot of what Chicago's done with the offense was hard to quantify at first because these are unknown entities. These aren't people they bring in from somewhere else that was already good. A lot of these are college kids that they're drafting and they're putting in these positions to be successful, or people that may have been there last year, but you didn't really get a chance to see them play. You know what I'm saying? But they knew what they had from practice and was like, hey, I think this guy can get it done. You know what I'm saying? I think that they put quality pieces around Caleb Williams in most regards. I have serious concerns about the offensive line only because of DeAndre Swift's numbers. I know him to be a far better running back than what he's showing right now. So that makes me nervous that they can't, because if you can pass block really good, but you got questions with your quarterback, but you can't run block, and that's the one thing that you kind of need to take some of the pressure off the quarterback, you're gonna run into a wall that you're not gonna be able to climb over.
Well, you're comparing that also to Philly's offensive line. Let's just be clear about that. Philly's offensive line, you also comparing that to when he was with Philly. And that offensive line, you have to think. When Swift was with Philly, who was still center? Jason Kelsey.
Well, I mean, Swift even ran better than this when he was in Detroit before he went to Philly.
When you got a quarterback in the backfield that the opposite team doesn't feel is going to light me up if I make a mistake. If Young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna blitz you, son. I'm gonna act like every single down is I'm sending them. But I'm either gonna try to frustrate you so you make a mistake, or I'm gonna blow your running game up. So Swift is just a product right now of that offense doesn't have a whole lot of continuity. It kind of moves like when we watch Dallas, we say you should be smashing on offense every single time just because you're personnel. But it kind of lopes and sputters sometimes the same way. It's not what you expect, So I think Swift is just a product of, they just don't have it. They ain't got it popping yet. No play action. You got to get that man something else. You're gonna have to give him something else so that they can make it deceptive. Just like they know whether it's a pass or a run, and if it's a run, they smashing it. Yeah, they smashing it.
Game so bad. Oh my god. So you know what? Since you did, I mean, we talking about Chicago and Dallas right now. What do y'all think about how Pickens has looked so far in Dallas?
Not bad.
Yeah, I agree.
He's been consistent. It's okay. I'm taking this from
it's Dallas
2-week perspective because the Giants game, especially when you got close to overtime, fourth quarter, Pickens actually made big catches.
What up? Oh shit! That's
So
one man from the jail.
So Pickens is fine to me. It's just their offense will be okay. We're just wondering about the defense, to be quite honest.
Right, absolutely, especially the pass rush. Not the pass rush and the coverage.
Yeah.
You just paid DeRon Bland and wouldn't pay Michael Parsons, but we got questions about your coverage. You paid DeRon Bland and not Michael Parsons, and now we got questions about your pass rush. Jerry, listen, man, it's okay to be wrong. It's even okay to be petty. It's fine, because that's really what that came down to. He was being petty. It's okay to be petty, but when you petty, you got to be right. If you're going to be that petty, you got to be right. And he wasn't right. He gambled and he lost. Like, I'm just being real.
Well,
He gambled and he lost.
did he really lose? Because they just went to
Yes.
Cleveland, and doggone Cleveland. If we're gonna go to the next one, you just went to Cleveland, and that happened.
That's
in
exactly
Cleveland.
where I was going. That's beside you. Read my mind.
That Cleveland thing was yeah.
You know what? I can dig it, but what I'm looking at it from the standpoint of is this: because even if Dallas had won that football game, say Dallas has the exact same numbers, and for whatever reason, things on the up, because realistically speaking, Dak numbers percentage wise was better. He ain't throw 4 touchdowns, and he did throw 2 picks. But when it's all said and done, when you look at the statistics of the offensive players, with the exception of Luther, who had the 100+ yards receiving, every other statistic on offense looked like Dallas won. Everything looks like Dallas won. So it's like, yo,
Touchdown.
you know what I'm saying? Except for the touchdowns. Other than that, everything, all the other numbers look like Dallas won. So I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, we know that your offense is supposed to be good. How could it not be? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna take something that gonna really have to be on some bullshit for y'all not to be good on offense. You know what I'm
He
saying?
going to score 30.
Um,
He going to score 35, and the defense, they're gonna get up 30.
Easy.
So he got to
Dallas
score 35.
is going to have to eventually stop trying to be an air raid offense. It's not going to work. That's an air raid offense over there that they're running. You have to stop that. I understand you went out and got Pickens, you got CeeDee Lamb. That's great. That sounds absolutely wonderful. But when you won Super Bowls, what did you have? You had a stud in the backfield and anvil for a blocker for the man in front of him. You had your team was built different.
Somebody like Derrick Henry was back there. Somebody like Derrick Henry, who they could have had, was back there. Oh, definitely.
Or Saquon Barkley. You could have had Saquon Barkley in your backfield.
Oh,
that would have been really nice. CeeDee Lamb, Saquon Barkley. You got Dak back there throwing the ball. You could have picked up another wide receiver. You had opportunities to have triplets again, to actually have triplets on the field. It wasn't like Troy Aikman was a lights out quarterback. He could just get the ball where it had to go on time, manage and run the team and collect rings. That's all he had to do with a good defense. That's it. You could have had it again. But for some reason, they're dedicated to this Showtime offense. And it just does not. It may work and put butts in the seats during the regular season, but as we see, it does not even translate into the playoffs. You got to run the football consistently. Like, build a team for it, but they won't.
Can I tell you something good? No, my bad. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be cool. No, I'm not gonna be cool. I'm gonna say exactly what the fuck I was just thinking. Hey, dog, listen. I know we all love Joe Flacco, and it's all a feel good story when he come in, when the other quarterback fucking up the shop, and he come in and he do his thing and get crazy. It's time to sit down.
Yeah, exactly.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop.
Yeah, it's time.
And I hate to be the one to say it, because I'm all for, hey, play till you can't. Keep it going. Like, this is not a young man's game. It's a whoever the fuck can play his game. That's whose game it is.
Yeah,
so, but it's time, Joe. It's time. It's time for you to sit down. Let Dylan and Shador take this team wherever they're going. Let them two guys take them wherever they're going. Whether that be the top of the mountain or the bottom of the hill, it don't matter. Let them do it. Sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Teach them. But you have got to stop playing. That shit didn't look good. They won the game, but he ain't look good at all. Not even close. That shit was terrible.
They got a good roster, man. They won off the roster. They just have a good roster.
Cleveland's defense quietly is kept. Cleveland's defense is good. I don't know why everybody don't say it, but
they are
is good.
They are. You can't run the ball over there.
I'll answer it this way. And my little brother was this. That's why you have Joe Flacco. Young Bucks, you better be paying attention. Because even though we said, yeah, Joe Flacco's going to give you a few when it's hot or whatever he old, but you better be fucking paying attention to what the hell he's doing. Because the man, say what you want to say about it, Hall of Fame or not, the man that went and won a Super Bowl. The man went on a hell of a Super Bowl run. You better start learning this. And what it actually really says more than anything else we are paying attention is Dylan Gabriel knows Shedeur Sanders. I don't give a shit if they don't like Shedeur Sanders or whatever. Dylan Gabriel ain't separated himself enough to rectify it.
No, he can't shut the door.
Let's just call the facts what the facts are. Because they see him every day. So therefore, you start with Joe Flacco until you don't.
I feel you. I do. I can't pretend like I don't understand where you're coming from, because I do. Here's my thing. It's week 3. The week 3 is almost over. It's about to end. Cleveland has some valuable pieces on offense. There's some shit that you could do something with over there. You know what I'm saying? Now, the other thing that I'm noticing about Cleveland that ain't great is their offensive line, which is a problem. So Shedeur and Dylan, watch Joe prepare, because I can guarantee you, even if his play looks the way it looks on the field, that's attrition. He's just old. But a part of me has to believe that he preps the same way. He still understands what it means like to be ready for Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So if you pay attention to that, learn from that. Be ready when your time comes, because it's going to come. Either one of you. It's going to come, and it ain't going to be long. It's week 3. You got about 3 tops, maybe 4 more weeks to get your shit together, and you're ready to get out there. And it's going to be go time. But I don't foresee Cleveland I don't see Cleveland making it to game 8 at 500. I don't see it. So, yeah.
Wow. Pardon the interruption. Derrick Henry fumbles. Again.
Jesus Christ, he got to stop that, man.
That wasn't his fault.
You know that was one of the knocks against him when he came out of Alabama, right? That was one of the reasons. That was one of the things they were saying about him when he came out of college.
Yeah, that one right there, he couldn't have done nothing about that. The end overran the play, and he ran past him. The end Hutchinson continued to play and came up behind him and punched the ball out. One thing they can do about that one. Yeah.
They're going into possible score to go up, so that's just the update for the game.
Yeah.
Come on, Baltimore. I need y'all to win this shit. As a matter of fact, I made a determination that since we always waiting for the Monday night game to finish, I'm gonna start posting the scorecard from our picks on social media.
Okay.
And instead of running them on the show, we'll do a tally on the show when we get to the halfway point of the season, and then when we get to the end of the regular season. But and then throughout the playoffs. But I what I'm saying, I was like, man, we always waiting for Monday Night Football to be over anyway, so fuck it. But like, oh man, the standings right now, as far as fantasy football go, that's actually
not fantasy. I'm talking about the standings for our picks. Fantasy, I ain't even worried about that.
Standings right now, as of right now for this week, that's currently in progress. Oh yeah, I could definitely give you an update on that. Oh, AC did win. I forgot I didn't mark that. KC went. Hey man, look, is it time for KC to get nervous?
No.
Nah, that's right.
That makes about playoffs. No.
That's right. Trying not to let football Steph Curry get hurt, man. That's all. Just trying to get him to the playoffs.
And I just want to say, we all picked Dallas to win that game. Everyone.
I was the only one questioning it. I had to question. I should have went with my damn first mind.
The only reason I couldn't question it publicly is because I already said I ain't picking Chicago. That's the only reason. But in the back of my mind, I was like, Chicago might fuck around and win this game.
Well, y'all picked Dallas because, like we keep saying, they should looking at the team, they should win. They should win. They just don't. It's weird.
7. So right now, Ev got 30 wins, 30 on the plus side. Phantom got 7, 9, 10, 29. So he right behind you. You know what I'm saying? I'm lagging right now. I ain't gonna front. I'm doing pretty bad to start the season off.
I'm on your heels, brother. I told you ain't gonna be there that long. I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna sneak a couple in on y'all.
Yeah,
Sneak a
I'm
couple
sitting
on
at
you on
22
y'all.
right now. Sitting at 22 right now, pending Monday night. So, that's
Why you
all right
always
though.
end up last?
I realize now that sometimes I be taking gambles on teams because I don't like the other team, and I think that the team that I'm taking the gamble on is just good enough to beat this team that I don't like. And I gotta stop letting my emotions pick for me. Like everything in my soul told me not to pick us to win that fucking game yesterday, but I did. So everything told me not to do it. But before we even get to that, you did bring up this gentleman earlier, so I want to talk about Kevin O'Connell and what he is doing in Minnesota, and the fact that he has been able to continue to do it in Minnesota with injuries, with pieces moving, with it. The system works. This is a sentence I guarantee nobody here thought that they would say in 2025. So Carson Wentz started, and that ain't a way I thought I'd be starting a sentence at all this season. Not at all. But I had to, and he won. Now I literally am calling this the backup bowl because first of all, we also need to talk about that, how there's a massive number of backup quarterbacks playing right now, and some of them are going to be playing for a very long time. Carson Wentz was 14 of 20, efficient, 173 yards, not groundbreaking, 2 touchdowns, no picks though. No turnovers is the biggest thing in this whole equation for me with Carson Wentz. The Mason pickup is finally starting to show teeth like it should. 16 carries, 116 yards. He averaged 7.2 yards a carry. Joe Burrow don't play defense, Cincinnati. Y'all can't blame his injury on that. You can't blame his injury on that. He also, you know what I'm saying, he got busy. He scored 2 touchdowns. Of course, Jet, I don't care. Jamar Chase, I like you. I really do. But I think the best wide receiver in football plays in Minnesota. That's just my opinion. Justin Jefferson, 5 catches, 75 yards. He averaged 15 yards a catch. I mean, he's crazy. He's crazy as shit. TJ Hawkinson got busy. He caught 5 balls as well, scored a touchdown. Josh Oliver caught the other touchdown, 12-yarder. Cincinnati is in trouble without Joe Burrow, dog. They're in serious trouble without Joe Burrow. Without Joe Burrow and without a defense that anybody has any reason to be afraid of, they're in serious trouble. In serious trouble. Browning was 19 to 27 for 140 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 picks. I don't think Browning is a terrible quarterback. I don't think he's terrible at all.
No.
However, I do think that he's not. They need Joe Burrow for what they're dealing with. With that team that you have assembled, you need Joe Burrow. You got to have him. Otherwise, the shit ain't going to work.
Because only a young quarterback can put up with that punishment and have to run for his goddamn life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tell you,
put that team together. You put that team together, but you did it in a way, honestly, because what do I always say? What have I repeatedly said about football? Them big boys make a difference.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The big boys will always be the difference in the decider of how this is going to go, unless you just got something back there that's just unbelievable. But we've seen enough unbelievable motherfuckers, Vic, and name whoever else you want to name. You've seen it enough to be like, yeah, they ain't overcoming an offensive line or defensive line that's just stout. Like, it's not happening.
And
Jake Browning, if the offensive line, just say it like this, if the offensive line, if for example of Cincinnati was middle of the road, we'll call it middle of the pack.
Right.
Jake Browning could probably function in that.
Yeah.
But Joe Burrow has been I mean, outside of saying injury prone, Joe Burrow has been extraordinary. It's
Oh yeah,
just we take for granted what he does. Yeah, those 9 sacks in the AFC Championship game against the Tennessee Titans. Yeah,
that
that
hurts.
shit adds up.
That shit hurt. Yeah, that hurts. That
That shit
hurts.
adds
Big
the
time.
hell up.
Big
I
time.
tell
That
you,
hurts.
I tell you one to transition. I tell you somebody who looked really, really good uh with an offensive line and a good
Who that?
scheme. So I told you it was gonna look like a damn stud this year. And
Indiana
y'all
Jones. Indiana Jones.
Indiana
fucking
Jones.
Indiana
Yep.
Jones, dude. Didn't I tell y'all at the
Indiana
I
beginning of
didn't.
this
Jones.
year that dude was gonna look like a
Indiana
stud this year, man? I told
I
you.
can't even. I can't
I
even say
never
yeah.
said our homie was a bad quarterback. Eli Manning wasn't the most mobile person in the world. The only reason that we was winning back then is because we had 5 studs up front, 5 of them.
Oh yeah.
Dude, jersey didn't get dirty half the time, just like Tom Brady, jersey didn't get dirty half the time. If you would have given like Phantom just said, if the man wasn't back there running for his life every single snap, you might have actually seen what he could do. Now that he's where he's supposed to be in a system that fits him, you see what he was supposed to do. It just wasn't gonna work in New York. That's why we were so mad that they gave him the dough instead of giving Saquon the dough. We would have preferred to have
Yeah.
given Saquon the dough.
To your point though,
And,
Ed,
and
here's the thing though.
yeah.
Dave Gettleman said that. He knew it. Whether you think he was a good GM or not, okay, the Panthers' successes, but he said the words are hog mollies.
Yep,
That's why you draft a Starler too late. That's why you
you
draft
gotta
a
have
Kwan
him.
Short.
You gotta
That's
have
why
him.
he said it. He was like, yeah, I got to build this thing up front because I know what's going to win me that. And Daniel Jones, and I believe the head coach is Shane Steichen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. Yeah.
Shane Steichen just now you see why this Anthony Richardson Daniel Jones conversation ain't even the conversation no more.
Nope.
Oh yeah. No.
They got their quarterback. They got their quarterback.
It ain't the conversation no more.
They knew
Now
what
we
they
don't
were
know what he
getting
gets
when they took him.
Anthony Richardson to catch his first NFL touchdown this season.
What did I tell you? They better convert that man. Use
Remember I said it.
that talent. They
Remember I
better
said
convert that man. That's a big
No,
dude.
don't convert him. No, do not convert him.
Man, you could Terrell Pryor him easy, man.
he ain't no quarterback. He ain't no
No, this
quarterback.
is what you do.
He ain't no
This is
quarterback.
what they do. You can use packages for them. Use the packages. It's cool.
Don't let him throw it.
He ain't no quarterback. Yo. Please don't let him throw it.
You
He's
can
terrible,
give him
bro.
enough easy reads, but here's the
He's
thing.
terrible, bro. Terrible.
We in week. Well, okay, we're now about 3 minutes from week 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
This is what we all just said. Anthony Richardson, meet Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones was a Giant. Didn't work. Baker Mayfield, meet Baker Mayfield. He was a Brown. Didn't work. So forth and so on. You can resurrect yourself easy. I mean, not easy, but put the work in. So can he resurrect himself? Sure. Because somebody's going to be like, well, damn, what do I always say? NFL coaches always say it. If you heard it on TV ad nauseum, I could do something with that.
Yeah. But do you have the team to do something that dude definitely needs a whisperer and competitive lesson. I'm tired and going to the bench. It killed him.
Oh
That
yeah,
killed
but
him. That killed him right there. That's a culture mindset towards things that'll taint you to the point where you might not get an opportunity to go to a team where you can shine. Yeah, somebody might sign you, but what if they sign you in New Orleans? You're gonna continue to look like you did in the last place you were because they taking a gamble on somebody who's got a big arm or maybe somebody who can fill some seats. But now you're gonna look like you did there or possibly worse because you went to a team that still don't know what to do with you. So I'm with you. Maybe don't convert him. Maybe don't convert him. But he's still young. Maybe send him somewhere where he can be behind a mentor. You ain't gonna be mentored by Daniel Jones because he's just not getting his time to, bust a move. So maybe he does sit behind somebody else and see it, for a little bit, and turn into something else. I don't know, bro. I'd be trying to use that talent, like you said, in packages or something. Maybe put him in something where you can flip it to him, or use him somehow.
Yeah, that's all.
I'm gonna just say it, man.
And it's coming. It's coming. It just
I'm gonna just say it.
gotta wait.
I'm gonna be. I've been trying to be real nice and polite about this. I have, and you know why? Because I said it early on. I support all black quarterbacks. I said it. I support all black quarterbacks. All of y'all. Every one of y'all. I think y'all. Every black quarterback. I support you. You know why I'm about to say what I'm about to say? Because that young man is not a quarterback. Give a fuck what you tell me. He's not a quarterback. He should be doing something different. But I will say this. I understand, especially right now, because this first couple of years has been him trying to figure out how to be an NFL quarterback. Right now, you create ways to utilize him in that way. Okay, here, let's do this wildcatish type situation, except as a guy who we call a quarterback who's back here in the wildcat formation. But we know he's not a quarterback, but it's okay. They think he is. So now they got to wonder if he's going to throw the ball. Cool. You can use that to your advantage. But oh man, it breaks my heart to say this. It really do. Please don't let him keep doing this to himself. You're gonna ruin him later with what he could be doing positively if you keep doing this, because he's not that. He's just not. And it's okay that he's not. But y'all gotta stop lying to him. Stop filling his head with bullshit and tell him, hey, bro, if you want to have an opportunity to play in this league for the next 10 years, it's not going to be doing this. Because if you keep doing this the way you've been doing it, they're going to send your ass packing. Ask Quincy Carter.
I forgot about Quincy
Ask
Carter.
Quincy Carter. Ask Seneca Wallace what happened when they realized you really can't do it.
He's more talented than them both of them.
He might have more talent than both of them, but it ain't to play fucking quarterback.
We don't know
if I'm
yet.
a wide receiver, I don't want him throwing me the ball. He is dangerous, yo. He is dangerous. He don't know how to throw nobody open. You know, like you ain't a quarterback.
Or maybe he.
And if you gonna
like
play quarterback in NFL, it's gonna be 3-4 years from now. It ain't gonna be now.
Maybe a Charlie Ward. Maybe a Charlie Ward.
Play quarterback though. Charlie Ward was a quarterback all the way along.
Quarterback, but ultimately he chose to go play some basketball. Like, I'm sure, Richardson looks like one of those dudes who could play. He's like a Julius Peppers. Like, I can play everything. He's like a track athlete, basketball player. Basically, if you want me to swing a baseball bat, I can do that. Wrestling, what you want, I got you. He was like one of them. He's an athlete, so I'd be using him, dog. I'd be trying to figure out, what else he can do. We know he's a runner. Like you said, throw him in Wildcat. Throw him back there.
Wait too long as they did with Tebow. They waited too long.
Yeah, they waited a little bit too long with Tebow to try that. But throw him back there, man. Put a package in for him. Short yardage, you need 3-4, and he's so big he gets 16, 20, just because he's a big, fast person. Try it, man. Might add another dynamic. Yeah, man. Might add another whole dynamic to your offense, man. Because that running back up there in Indianapolis, people not talking about him enough.
He finally had a Jonathan Taylor game this week. He finally had a Jonathan Taylor game. I was so happy to see it.
He did.
Yo, man.
He looked good.
Yo, listen, Danny Dimes is within the top 5 of most of the most important quarterback categories in the whole league right now. And mind you, it's only week 3, so let's not get crazy. But
Detroit's running away.
Sometimes,
yeah, they are. They're
Yeah.
gonna sack Lamar 6 times tonight. Yo, they can't hold the front.
37-24, they just scored.
I said that to somebody earlier today. I was like, yo, what's crazy? There's something else about Baltimore that looks different this year. And I was like, for whatever reason, the offensive line don't seem the same. It seems like there's something off. And at first I thought maybe, okay, it's just early. They still trying, say it's early. They got to, they're shaking some bullshit off or whatever. But now I think there may actually be a problem forming And as far as pass protection, and at a point, I almost blame Lamar for this because it's like, dude, we know what you can do. So it's like we kind of, I mean, we blocking them, but if they beat us, we ain't really tripping. I think there has to be more of an emphasis put on now. We got to keep this dude upright. Like, let's not let him have to run unless we want him to. Like, block these motherfuckers so he can throw the ball. So I take back what I said earlier about Detroit. I take it back. I didn't really say they was fucked, but I was like, if they continue to operate in the way they did in the first week, where they looked confused, like they didn't know who they were supposed to be. Ever since then, they very much look like they know who the Detroit Lions are.
Oh,
So
yeah, for sure.
yeah, I'm not even tripping off of none of that. The Panthers beat up the Atlanta Falcons yesterday, beat them up royally, beat their ass yesterday. And I mean, it was a division game, so that's always interesting for me when I know that's coming. But Michael Penix played like shit. Call a spade a spade. He played like shit. And Kirk Cousins came in and went 5 for 7. and so now, like, I'm asking myself, is this going to start a whole new problem in Atlanta? I certainly hope not. Bijan Robinson, Bijan Robinson does Bijan Robinson things. There's really nothing unless you like in the backfield as soon as he get the ball every single time, you can't do nothing with him. Just go ahead and chalk that up that he gonna get something. The receivers are dependent, so I can't really put much on them. But at a point, you have to ask yourself, how much separation are they creating if he's not getting rid of the ball? Is it a problem with them? Is it a problem with him? It was a couple times yesterday when I saw they weren't open. They just weren't open. Period.
Yeah.
There was nowhere to throw the ball. But there were a couple other times where somebody was open and he didn't take the extra head turn to find them there. So, growing pains still. It's only his second year. Growing pains still. But he is a little older than most second-year quarterbacks, so kind of take that into account as well.
I mean, he was late. He was late. The pick six, he was late on cover 2.
Yeah.
And the cornerback comes downhill on that. The fourth down they went for it in the second half, where he throws it to, I believe, the tight end. When he has time, he got happy feet with that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second pick he threw was trying to make a play, and it's like, no, because he realized he did two things. He knew when to dirt the ball, but then also he tried to make a play when he shouldn't have tried to make the play.
That part.
So you got good in the bad with that, because it was like, okay, you dirt the ball. You see the screen coming in the second half. You see them playing the screen. You dirt that ball. Second half, you see another play, and you just throw it in the dirt. Like, all right, I got to throw dirt this one too, because you threw the pick six already. So now it's like you're questioning yourself.
Absolutely.
It was just and Bryce didn't play particularly well. He didn't really have to. He scored the running touchdown in the first quarter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so his numbers wasn't too bad. The defense took care of everything, and the offensive line to me was okay.
He was efficient. That was the best part of it. That was the best. He was efficient. And Chuba had a good game. Chuba, he didn't go over 100, but he had a really good game. You know what I'm saying? So
and they really trying. Well, they're really trying to spare Chuba a little bit with Rico Dowdle. Dowdle think I was letting Rico Dowdle walk out the door because he comes in handy.
Y'all dumbass. Hey man, Jerry proving more and more every day why he don't need to be calling the shots, dog. I guess I got to do this while we on it. I especially as an Oregon Ducks fan, salute DeMarcus Mariota. You played a really good game yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 15 to 21, 207, threw a touchdown. You only got sacked once, which was cool. Which is also cool because I don't want to see you get hurt, but problematic because that means my team's pass rush is not doing what they're supposed to do. But Washington does have a a formidable, they're a formidable offensive line. They ain't no punks. So I get that. Geno Smith, he didn't play horrible. He didn't play horrible. He threw 3 touchdowns, and Geno Smith's not the problem. Geno Smith's not the problem.
You want to go to Ashton Genty?
He's part of the problem. Yeah, he's part of the problem. He's part of it. Yeah. But I don't even blame him for being part of the problem. Like, he just got here, right? Granted, I know y'all watching him in practice and y'all know, and he's this, that, and the third. I get it. Seen him at Boise State. I understand what you saw. I get it. I do. But he's clearly been struggling since the preseason. Clearly. Giving him more carries ain't going to fix that right now. Let Zamir White run the ball. It's fine. He started when Josh Jacobs got hurt, so obviously he can play. Let him run the ball. Give the kid time to figure this out. Right now, it looks like it's moving too fast for him. The only time that I saw him, like it really looked good, was when they played against San Francisco in the preseason. And for whatever reason, the defense was pressing. They was there. And if for whatever reason it made him more, he got to his business. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was his nerves. I don't know what's going on over there with him, but he's a part of the problem. The other part of the problem is the defense is not playing well. We have some serious problems in the defensive backfield. They're just not good. There's a couple people that's making some plays, but overall they're not good. Max Crosby is doing Max Crosby things. He's still getting double and triple and quadruple teams. And even with the entire offensive line, the tight end and both running backs blocking him, nobody else is getting to the quarterback. So, yeah, I'm not surprised we lost the game. I mean, I picked us to win, but at the same time, when I look at it on paper, Washington's a better team, even without Jaden Daniels. They're a better team. Overall, they're a better team. So I wasn't shocked. Salute to the Commanders. You know what I'm saying? My mom was a Commanders fan, so salute to her. Pretty sure she enjoyed that. That McNichols kid looks good at running back. Terry McLaurin is every bit of who he told you he is. Don't get that confused. I don't really know what the problem is over there, but I feel like Terry McLaurin doesn't get what he deserves. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just talking about pay. I'm talking about just the way he's highlighted in the offense. Bobby Wagner had 11 tackles. He's still incredible at, like, geez Louise, 2 sacks. Still incredible. Like that dude. I would love to have Bobby Wagner in silver and black. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would love that. Yeah, salute to him, man. Salute to him. I do want to bring this up real quick because Malcolm did ask the question. And I talked all that shit before the fantasy season started. And I must keep talking my shit because that's just who I am. But as things currently stand, there's a 3-way tie for first place between Phantom, my brother Benz, and my girlfriend, actually. Team Run Your Pockets. There's also so that's like spot 1, 2, 3. So then there's also a 1, 2, 3, 4-way tie for second place, so to speak. Teams that are 1-1. That would include Malcolm, Zane, Todd, my man T1 or T11. I can't remember what. And my son Trent. And holding down the last 3 spots is Potting for the Sport. What's your name? The Almighty Monsters and Move or Lose. 2 of those teams are mine. Potting for the Sport and Move or Lose. The Almighty Monsters, Evan All Mightee. It's still early in the season, so don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Still early in the season, but and I do gotta say something real quick, and I gotta keep it 100 with this, and it boils my blood every time I think about it. Because I didn't have all of the entries in right before time for the draft, I created a couple of teams. So I had 4 teams at one point that I was trying to manage.
You gave Zane your team.
I gave Zane one of my teams. I gave Malcolm one of my teams, and both of those teams are performing well, and I'm losing. So, as a matter of fact, I've lost to both of them. That's just crazy. But nah, man, it's been hella fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm actually looking forward to shaking up my lineup a little bit this weekend and see what happens because there's some people stepping up that I wasn't anticipating stepping up to the plate. There was something else that I wanted to touch on real quick. Oh, that was it. That was it. Real quick. I seen this list on online, and when I seen it, I started giggling. I was like, "We got to talk about this." There was a oh shit. You know what? I'm gonna put that there. We ain't got to talk about this tonight, but I want to get to it. So I'm gonna send y'all that so we can talk about it because I kind of want to have an in-depth conversation about that. Yeah, man. I know what time it is. We can't get the fuck out of here. I got a meeting to get to anyway. It's been. Thank y'all so much for locking in with us, man. We sincerely appreciate the love. Thank you for the first time people, the last time people,
For sure.
people that come on a regular basis. Whoever your favorite team is, salute to them. And salute to y'all. Make sure y'all spread the word, man. Word of mouth travels fast. Definitely shout out your people. Tell them pull up every Monday like clockwork. Every Monday like clockwork. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be right here.
We running on Friday. We're gonna give them something extra on Friday.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And every other week you get a recorded episode on Saturday mornings. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, lock in with us, man. It's well worth it, man. Salute to Echo Limitless. Salute to W Energy. Don't forget, go make them orders for W Energy, man. It'll get you where you need to be. Ain't no crash. It's fire. And the flavors is crazy. And if you use code Panther Politics when you place your order, you get 10% off. So yeah, dope for you, dope for them. And in the long run, it's going to be dope for us, too. Absolutely. Salute to the guys over at Panther Politics, Monster Illicit and P7. Salute to Soul the Interrogator. Of course, Mojo Barnes, formerly of Panther Politics Podcast, will be dropping his album October 1st, Son of the Morning. It's coming. Monster Illicit album, Book of the Monster, Volume 1 out now. My album, Gravitas, out now. I'm about to drop another EP coming soon. So anyway, this ain't no music podcast. I know what we here for, man. But speaking of music, you know.
Play the music.
Absolutely.
Everything changed but the motivation. City to city, the same song on the station.